there's so many things that go through your mind. Like I first thought, will I be able to walk again? Will I be able to talk again? So the night before the stroke, my tongue was slurring. So I had all the effects of something traumatic happening. I work from home, so I came up and I said to my wife, I need to go and rest. And those were all the effects of having a stroke, which I didn't know at the time.
And we got to the hospital and he still said to the nurse, I'm fine, I don't know why my wife brought me here. And 30 minutes later, that is when his body just jerked and he couldn't speak. And the saliva came down his mouth, and then they immediately admitted him.
So there are two types of strokes. You get ischemic strokes and hemorrhagic strokes. The one is bleeding in the brain and the other one is a blood clot in the brain. Clinton had a blood clot in the brain in a very specific artery called the basilar artery. So we've got a very nice acronym called the FAST acronym, which is basically stands for facial asymmetry, the arm weakness on the one side, speech impediment, and a time, which means you need to be timeously go to the hospital. So because time is brain, so you want to treat it as quickly as possible.
I've never cried so much. I mean, it was really daunting not knowing. And I remember just before the doctor administered the drug, I went into the recovery room where he was. I just thought to myself, you will make it. Then I prayed, and then the rest happened. Yeah.
Clinton received a thrombolytic therapy, which is basically medication we give to break down the blood clot itself, and then subsequently had a thrombectomy done, which is a way we pass a wire past the blood clot and physically remove the blood clot itself.
You have to work hard at getting your body to work with you, getting your mind to work with you. But your willingness to do all of that and not to feel hopeless all the time, that is gonna be at the biggest impact on your life. So before the stroke, I was doing training to be a black belt in karate. So while I was in the rehab, they suggested I do a class with the other patients. So it would help with my speech as well as my physiotherapy, the movement as well.
So Clinton had an amazing recovery. He lost all mobility in both his arms and legs, and he could not speak, and he could also not swallow. So we had to intubate him, and he made a full recovery from that perspective. He still has some speech impediments, but he has full mobility back, and he's back to doing his karate and his jiu-jitsu.